Hi friends. So I'm not great at the whole vlogging thing, but I'm going to try it more this year. And I'm going to just publish whatever I come up with. So come along with me on a trip to Imaging USA 2026 that happened earlier this year. Welcome to Imaging USA 2026. This year it happened in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the second time, at least that I'm familiar, of them having it in Nashville. I was actually here the last time that they were in Nashville as well. And I believe I was not speaking, but I was hanging out with Fujifilm. But if you've never been to any large conference like this, you generally start out showing up, signing in, and getting your badge, because you're not going to be able to do anything without your badge. So in Nashville, Imaging was at the Gaylord Oberland, which if you haven't been here before, it's actually a crazy experience. This whole kind of resort hotel it's all inside. So all these plants, all this water, it's all inside. To me personally, it feels like what it would be like if we moved to Mars or something. Every time I'm in here, I tell my kids I'm living on Mars, because it's just kind of crazy. No matter what the weather is outside, it's always nice. As you see, they have tropical trees, so the weather inside is like 75 degrees or something, so you can just wear a t-shirt. It's a surreal experience if you've never been to a place like that. But Imaging has been going on for a while now. It's been a part of PPA, and if you're not a member of PPA, you probably should go sign up. They have a lot of cool features, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but maybe at some point in time they'll sponsor me. But I've been a PPA member pretty much since I started, and I haven't even taken advantage of everything it has, but I still think it's worth signing up. So I always forget just how many people come out to these events. Like every time I come, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a whole bunch of people. This is actually my first time coming, is not being like a vendor. I'm not doing anything with Fujifilm. Honestly, I don't even know if they know that I'm here. I'm not speaking, so I'm kind of just here. I'm going to be hanging out at the booth with Imagine, and I'm going to be presenting a little bit with PictTime, so I'm not just doing nothing at all. But I really forget how many people come here, and I also forget how many people watch the channel and actually know me. So, I mean, even on my flight from Raleigh to Nashville, I had 2 people on my flight that knew me just from YouTube. So it's always crazy to me, but my flight got delayed. That was a whole ordeal. So I didn't get a lot of footage to start out with, but I'm here now, and really just getting out for networking and being around my peers is always nice. I honestly should do more classes, because out of all the conventions, in my opinion, Imaging has like probably the best as far as teaching and wanting to really move forward. There's a lot of people here who are really into the PPA stuff and getting all their certifications, which I probably should do myself. And yeah, if you're trying to learn or be around people who want to learn, this is much more than a convention where you just go to the show floor, buy some stuff, and do photo shoots. Like, there's a lot of actual stuff to learn, and you get to meet a lot of the people you look up to. So it's always cool for me. I love coming out. Kind of waiting for the show floor to open. I haven't eaten breakfast either, but I feel fine at the moment. I don't know about y'all, but I be like fasting or halfway past. I just don't like eating too often. So yeah, I guess the show floor opens at 12, 11:30. There's mad people out here lined up for this thing. But I guess we'll go check it out. Maybe there'll be a couple of cool companies on the floor. See what Fujifilm is up to as well. And yeah, looking forward to it. Waiting for the doors to open to the show floor. This is day 1. This is when the actual conference is happening, not any of the stuff beforehand. And as you see, there is a huge crowd, and it's pretty much like this, especially when it's first opening up. The show floor is where most of the action is happening for your general attendees. If you're not paying anything extra and going to extra classes, you're going to find all your vendors here. You're going to see everyone giving away things, discounts everywhere. You see Fujifilm there in the back corner. This year, again, I'm not doing anything with them, but it's great to see all the vendors that I'm usually using and have relationships with. There you go.
Someone's gonna lift up their shirt. That's all I heard.
I haven't seen it in real life yet.
John?
I'm scared.
Wait, the deal over your shoulder. The deal that
Is that XT5? Oh no,
was being
X8.
had on these lenses is crazy. What, I think it was like $1,200 off of those. Something
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, it was something crazy. So stick. Yes, it is. I'll take a stick.
Maybe I'll start doing wedding photography. And I'll bring an alternative.
It might be a flashback for you.
Oh my goodness.
See, see first.
Yeah, this is how it starts. You hold it, and you're like, I'm gonna go buy one.
Yeah. 20 grand later for the center.
Yeah. Oh, for John, that's nothing.
Yeah, you know, it's
That's just a weekend when he goes to the islands.
You can fit it in your pocket. You can walk away with it. It's the rules. I think the internal NDs are. Oh yeah. So you switch it to ND and then you can.
Oh, it has an ND?
Internal, so you can
built-in ND?
basically without changing up.
how many stops is the ND in it?
It starts at 0.6 and then it goes all the way up to 2.1, I believe.
So it's 1/10 each
Okay.
time. Yep.
Yeah. So it goes. You can make it go.
0.6 with a raised down.
And it's pretty like it's the steps are not imperceivable here. It's just distraction.
Developer or from the camera side.
As a GFX user, how easy is it to like to wrap your brain around the?
Oh, you have the menus. This easy to understand, just like the menus on your
Yeah,
text
just
areas.
the menus and kind of using it in general.
I think it's so coming from GFX. Obviously, this is like tailored more like a cinema camera menu.
Yeah.
Thing. The menu is actually redesigned for the first time. I think. I don't think they touched
Ever?
it.
Oh, yeah.
It still has the same like categories on there. You can see it on that side too. It's just but it still has all the same kind. Like it just kind of have a different bids project and supporting, but then you know quality and focus are all kind of the same.
Yeah.
That they are there. So yeah, there's more like user settings. It's pretty good. But there's a lot of the good thing is like all these shortcuts are here, so you can switch to
Yeah, I was noticing. I was like, this is clean.
yeah. So and then you could have more user buttons where you can just
Wow. It's beautiful.
yeah.
I'm just in shock by this lens.
The lens.
What is the filter thread
Every
on
time I'm surprised how feel how light it is.
No.
Like for that size, you're like, yeah, you're like, wait a second.
I'm the 110's heavier than this.
Yeah. So like,
Is that light?
It's that light.
Wow.
I did not expect
It
that.
does not feel like that.
That's weird.
Get this thing on there. Make it to the thing.
It's like a newborn baby.
Yeah, that's weird.
Got covered the sensor.
That's my it's an expensive sensor cap, body cap.
I have a bad habit of when I change my lenses, I just like leave them.
Leave it at.
Big GFX sensor just
yeah.
in the way.
does.
Yeah.
He
I
does.
was like, why are you doing that? Stop.
That will clean itself. It's fine. Thank you.
Amazing.
Got it.
Yeah, thank you. This is cool.
Got I think the cleaners made their stuff at GS mount for them too. So that's fun. But it comes with a PL mount when you buy it. So we have like the little one that comes with an F PL. Forgot if we make their that's a third party. Yep.
I like it.
It is.
Y'all, if the Eterna did not cost as much as it does, realistically, I would really think about it. Honestly, I was thinking about rigging up my GFX 100 too and just using it for some video stuff too, maybe getting more into videography for weddings. But who knows? It's just so expensive for everything. But I love hanging out at these conventions, just being able to see new products or products that you haven't seen in person yet. That's probably the funnest part for me. Also, I'd be out here trying to get sponsorships and get some face-to-face with companies that
you know, normally you would email, but it's nice to be able to go and see some representation from their people there and actually talk to them. Also, again, if you all aren't familiar, Imaging USA is going to be in North Carolina next year, which is home court for me. It's going to be awesome. So my friends from PPNC, which is part of PPA, was actually there at Imaging this year. So it was really awesome to see, because normally no one cares about North Carolina, you know? We fly under the radar. So it's really cool that they're going to be there next year. I'm really looking forward to that. On to my last official task of Imaging USA, I actually taught a small little class at PictTime's booth. This year we actually were doing things that weren't so directly connected to PictTime, and if you're not familiar with them, they're a great platform for sharing your photos with your couples. I actually use them and have been for, I don't even know how long now, at least over 6 years. I'll leave a link to a video up above that you can check out about them. But this time I was just talking about life things and how I kind of prioritize what's important in my life. Just more like idea type things rather than directly PictTime thoughts. Because at the end of the day, one of the things that PictTime wants to help do is help you have more time so that you're not focusing so much on trying to sell prints and deliver your galleries. They make all that easy. They also make it easy too, because you can deliver videos as well inside of those galleries. So if you haven't used PictTime, it's actually really cool. But I love being able to have small little chats like this. It's really a good time. And then actually after this class, a couple of fans of the channel, they took me out to lunch, which was really awesome. I really appreciate you all so much. Like, you've already heard me complaining about how YouTube's not going so well and people aren't really watching videos like they used to, but having you all leave nice comments and encouraging me to just keep making stuff, having people meet me in person and just really show that they enjoy my work and then take me out to lunch, really, it means a lot. Thank you all so much.
Y'all, can I tell you how much I hate filming in public, for real? But we're here at day 2 of Imaging USA, and it's been fun so far. I'm already starting to lose my voice because of so much talking, but honestly, being able to hang out with your peers and just like just hanging with your peers and learning like from the base floor is probably the most important and coolest thing about coming to something like this. But yeah, this is why I hate filming in public. Like, people don't even see me here. And it's funny too, because it's either gonna turn into people who don't notice me or people who are like, oh my God, jumpers. But yeah, it's been fun so far. I might try and go buy some stuff. Might see what Fujifilm is up to behind me. But I really like coming out to this stuff. If you've ever thought about it or are considering coming out to something like this, I would highly consider it. But make sure you plan it out per the classes that you want to come see, and try to come for things that you like, people you know you want to see. Because if you're just coming to come, you're just coming to shop, it's not going to be the best option, hands down. Don't come for photo walks at all, because you will waste your time shooting over 50 different people trying to do the same thing. Come for the classes, come for meeting up with people, and keep it to that alone. So yeah, I'm gonna keep roaming around. Almost done, almost time to go home, so we'll see how it goes.
And as you might have guessed, I was totally spent after that last clip, and I couldn't, so. I didn't get as much footage as I would have liked to, but Imaging 2026 was a great time, and y'all make sure to come through to Imaging 2027, because we'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is kind of my home court. Charlotte's, it's a ways from where I'm at in Raleigh, but still, it's North Carolina, right? So y'all come through. I'll definitely be there. Even if I'm not speaking, I will definitely be there. So I hope to catch you next year, and maybe you can end up in my vlog for the 2027, because I definitely have to get footage when I'm on my own home court. Let me know if you like these vlog style videos, and I'll keep doing them, and I will catch you all next time.